After announcing last week that he was going to retire, Kevin McCarthy has officially retired from the House. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back in with a new video today. It is time that we talk about the chaos that is unfolding in the House of Representatives, because everyone, it is official. After saying last week that he was in fact going to resign, Kevin McCarthy has officially retired from the House of Representatives. The former speaker is gone, and I gotta say, I don't think many of us expected this to happen. Say what you will about McCarthy, but nobody, and I mean no one, thought at the beginning of the year that not only would McCarthy be thrown out as speaker, he would be retiring before the year even ended. It's just kind of a stunning development that you don't usually see happen, but, well, it just happened. But first, before we continue with today's video, I hope you enjoy these type of videos. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Guys, just for $1 a month, you can join Real American. This is the best way to support the daily content that we all know and love. So I hope and recommend you join the channel today. Alright, everybody. So let's get into it and again talk about the implications of this. Why, in my opinion, this is kind of an end of an era within the GOP. I mean, he's the last young gun. For those that don't know, 10 years ago when the 2010 red wave happened, there were 3 Republicans that, well, they were considered the future of the GOP. 2 of them did become speakers, but they didn't last long. Of course, Paul Ryan, Kevin McCarthy, and Eric Cantor. These 3 were seen as the future of the GOP, and they were all establishment hacks, with McCarthy being the most conservative. Well, all 3 of them are gone now. And I think it's a positive development. It shows the party really is changing for the better. No more of these Kevin McCarthy hacks who, listen, nothing against the guy, but he's not a good congressman considering his district. So let's get into it. Former Speaker Kevin McCarthy started this year hearing his name cast as Speaker, a dream he had held throughout his political career. On Thursday, McCarthy wrapped up his 2023 on Capitol Hill with a farewell speech. California Republicans said goodbye to Congress on a House floor that saw a 15-round Speaker election, multiple failed procedural votes, and the first ousted Speaker of the House in Congress's 234-year history. So yeah, McCarthy went through a lot. This isn't anything personal again. Nobody thinks this is a personal attack except, oddly enough, McCarthy, but this was a very historical year. I mean, there was a lot of shit that happened with McCarthy. The 15 rounds of hell, you know, him thrown out and then trying to make a comeback and then pissing everybody off. Failures. It was a mess. Complete and total anarchy. McCarthy secured the gavel in early January, only to lose it in 9 months' time, which he deserved. He broke his promises many times, and he backstabbed the GOP. He lied to their faces and made a backroom deal with Dems. I don't feel bad for him. I really don't. It's kind of bittersweet, McCarthy told reporters Thursday. It's not the timing I wanted. Oh, boo-hoo. For most of his life, McCarthy had his eyes on the top of House leadership post that's second in line for the presidency. After being elected in Congress in 2006, he worked his way up the ranks. For 5 years, he served as leader of the Republican Party, where he was considered a fundraising powerhouse that helped clinch the GOP majority last year. Well, we now know he purposely hurt Republicans that were seen as too MAGA or America First. He screwed them over and thought, oh, I don't need Joe Kent. I don't need Jared Majewski. We're going to get a big enough majority with the Alan Fungs of the world. Well, that didn't happen. Far from it. And it costed him. If he would have just had just even five more seats in the House that are Republican, he would probably still be speaker right now. Because he would have a big enough majority to stop any kind of conservative revolt. But no. He tried to backstab MAGA and, well, it backfired. But all of that ended in October when Florida Republican Matt Gaetz, a member McCarthy had once backed during his primary, made a motion for the speaker's ouster as punishment for using Democratic votes to avoid a government shutdown. But that's not the entire thing. He was just mad that McCarthy lied openly. This isn't, a negotiating tactic what McCarthy did. He made a backroom deal with Dems to get Ukraine aid. And a lot of stuff that the Republican conference never agreed to. There's people who study that type of crazy mind, McCarthy told reporters Thursday about the Florida Republican. I think from that perspective, history will prove right what we did. Like what? McCarthy talks this big game like he accomplished something, but what did he do? I'm still waiting. What did McCarthy do in 9 months as speaker? He released 2 January 6 tapes and that was it. Congratulations. We got screwed at every single negotiating table. Every one. We didn't get a damn thing. Didn't even try. He lied. And guess what? Gaetz had all the right in the world to do what he did. Earlier this month, McCarthy announced he would be leaving office at the end of the year to serve America in new ways. Thursday was the last day the House was in session for the year, and it was also McCarthy's last day as a member of Capitol Hill. It was a routine day for McCarthy despite its significance. He cast his vote on annual legislation, talked with fellow Republicans on the floor, and chatted with a gaggle of reporters. But to mark the moment, fellow California Republicans gave personal tributes on the House floor. His close friend, Patrick McHenry, called him the legislative equivalent of an elite power athlete. Oh, brother. These establishment hacks, they are so out of touch and deranged. It's like, what did McCarthy do that was the equivalent of an elite power athlete? What? Congratulations, you screwed over your conference. That's a very good thing. It was not a final farewell, though, as California Republicans said they expect McCarthy to help them keep a House majority in 2024. He's done from Congress, but they're saying, oh, he's going to campaign with us. Good. All right? Find a different job. Hopefully something better than you screwing us over with the speakership. McCarthy said that he would be assisting on the fundraising front, especially in challenging races. Oh, except if it's to America first. Don't rule that part out. He also didn't rule out a future government gig or even a position in Trump cabinet, despite his complicated relationship with the former president. Well, he did try to, suddenly endorse him and try to be best friends with him after screwing his people over for months, his base over. Suddenly it's his best friend. The well-wishes on McCarthy's last day were bipartisan, with former House Majority Leader Steny Hoyer speaking about his time serving alongside the former Speaker, despite their years of disagreement. And it just proves my point. McCarthy was a uniparty hack that, well, not as bad as, say, Paul Ryan or John Boehner. He was still not good. Not what we would expect from somebody in a safe Republican seat. McCarthy's described the past tumultuous year, noting that the ups and downs of someone's life are what defines them. He used Abraham Lincoln as an example. Oh, good Lord. Really? Lincoln. This is unbelievable. It's like when Cheney said the same thing about Lincoln and all that crap. Are you comparing yourself to Abraham Lincoln? This is what I'm saying, folks. These assholes are so out of touch that they compare themselves to Lincoln for losing a speakership when he was going through possibly the most chaotic period in American history. This is why I hate these people. Not personally, just politically. I despise them. They say stupid stuff like this. It absolutely baffles me, and they wonder why people call them out of touch, assholes, whatever. Because they are. It's unbelievable that they're comparing themselves to great men like Lincoln because they lost a speakership. Like, that's what he says. He loses a phrase for speaker, which I admire. It's unbelievable. It's just one of those things where I don't know. I really don't know what he's trying to accomplish here, but I wish him the best. Again, nothing personal, but this is absolutely absurd. You're comparing yourself to Lincoln like this. So the question is, what happens now? Well, there's an election for a seat, and there's one true America First Republican in it. David Giglio. Support him. He's the only Republican in the race that's truly America First. Not frickin', whatever the guy's name is from the state legislature. We have one true America First candidate, which we should expect in such a Republican seat. Anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, smash the like button down below. Subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Thank you so much. Godspeed to all of you.